people they are used to call me djtalaxt. They are comfortable on that. And I come from Forward Fund Academy. I'm a student film and television production. So I come here to attend the occasion where I see only ladies. So I don't know to what extent you explain to us what is this, or you start from the beginning as you said at first, that you start to tell us about yourself and what is going on here.
Cool. It's a lot of questions. I don't have a problem answering them at all. Okay, first of all, my name's DANIELIA Berger. I represent an organization which I founded called Dynamics of Real Change. Essentially, what we believe is that we really want real sustainable change. The only way to get that is to work with core issues. One of the issues that we are faced with in South Africa, not only in South Africa but globally, is gender violence, which is what today was all about. So my attendance at this function is because I have a deep interest in humanity as a whole, and solving the problems, being part of the solution, not the problem. So I've done a lot of thought about this. We've researched extensively over the years. And
so are you saying that if you see any lady or any young person who is under something like abuse, we have something to do with that, or you have measures to deal with cases like that?
We have actually come up with an amazing model and process that deals with exactly this issue. And let me, as I said earlier on in the conference that we held here inside, that there's a key issue, one of the core issues that people need to accept and understand. And believe me, you cannot accept anything without understanding it. So my information that I gave today was one of the core issues, and it's very simple. It is that any inappropriate behavior is based on an individual's lack of self-value and self-respect. Now, if you think about that for one moment, let it sink in, and that is one of the core reasons why people behave badly or inappropriately. And the way that it actually comes forward in behavior is that that individual, instead of feeling a good sense of self-value, they go about wanting to feel powerful. A lack of self-respect translates into wanting to have control. Now think about that politically. Think about that with gangs. Think about that with bullying. Think about that within the family unit, and it starts making sense. And the reason why I shared this with the people today as being one of the core issues that we've come up with via our research and our understanding of humanity is that they then see and understand that as a truth, one, core issue. Two, when they do understand that and they work with it, they won't take on the abusers' issues, problems. In other words, it's not a matter then of them saying, why is this happening to me? I'm at fault. It has nothing to do with them and everything to do with the other. And now, when you start dealing with that, how do we solve that? And this is simply the issue. Our model and our process looks at the cognitive influences as why people are sitting with a lack of self-value and respect. And that's crucial. How do we solve this problem?
Sorry, can I cut you off?
Yes.
The people are just sending some messages here, and they are asking, it seems like they don't understand the difference between DA and the program of 1,000 women in one voice, that with the hashtag of saying, hear me now. So I don't know if we have some other minor department that is accompanied with that main department of that is dealing with women and the likes. So you can just clarify and explain.
Well, you see, people. The DA, like every other political party, has a section that they basically concentrate on women issues. So they call that Dawn, right? As the ANC has the Women League, for argument's sake. And they make it their business to go about working in communities and bringing in and creating programs like they have today with 1,001 and other people who are interested in solving the issues of gender violence. Specifically, that's what they're dealing with today.
So In conclusion,
Yes.
I know that you have a strong words on the links or the information directions to all ladies and young people who will be interested to attend such kind of occasions like today. Like today, people attended the DA, right? Then tomorrow, we don't know who will be attending which occasion or where. Then people, they must get that information from you. I don't know what more you will give.
You see, I'm not the organizer of this particular occasion. But what I can say to you is that anybody is more than welcome to phone our organization. We would like to have our program accredited by the Education Department. And every single teacher, we hope this will happen, every single teacher would go through our program and in that way enable to bring about a real good understanding between boys and girls and women and men. This is a social norm thing. We have got to start looking at what social norms we have and are they in fact productive? Are they in fact not perhaps producing the end result of what we see in our societies? If you get my drift. So that's the first thing we've got to have a look at. So people are more than welcome to contact us, and I will give you my details, my card after this. We are more than ready to go to any place, to any length, to start changing the way, the dynamics that we relate to each other as people. I don't know, sir, if sitting next to me today or opposite me, did you get any real feeling of the fact that I might be a little bit different? Look at me.
Yeah.
I really relate to you. You understand? Not as a man, but as a person.
As a person.
And that's the difference.
That
And this is what our program and our process allows for.
Your words are
If you're with me, if you're with me,
tangible.
yes,
And you also
it's such a pleasure
to young people, everyone,
for sure,
no matter
for sure.
gender.
Exactly.
So,
and that's where we've got to start questioning our social norms. How do we get to act in a democratic true fashion? Now, let me put it this way.
Yeah.
The way that I'm relating to you today indicates to you, sir, that I do in fact relate with you on a position where I relate to you on a very deep basis as another human being, first and foremost. And I realize and I recognize the fact that nobody else, sir, has your fingerprint, which makes you damn unique. Let me put it to you this way. I'm a constitutionalist and a democratic at heart. And at the end of that day, that means that I ascribe an equal value to every single unique individual. And your fingerprint will tell you just how unique you are. Nobody else has got your fingerprint. How do you get people to relate on that basis with each other? And this is what our model and our process allows for. To re-educate, to get the person acting from an authentic individual basis rather than a conditioned reaction autopilot mode, which 80% of us are in, and that's our real issue in our world today.
So once again, you can tell people your name, a small introduction as the first, then you can say goodbye to them.
Okay, my name is DANIELIA Berger. I founded an organization called Dynamics of Real Change, and I look forward to being of assistance to anyone in any organization that would like to move with our model and our process, or enjoy a speech on what our organization is all about and what we'd like to achieve in the world. At the end of the day, we're talking about diversity and dealing with that. Not looking at our differences, but what we have in common. My number is 072 1299 097. Thank you for the privilege of chatting with you today.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I got very inspired.
Good.